he saw a man blind from birth. His disciples asked him, "Rabbi, who sinned, this man or his parents, that he was born blind?" Jesus answered, "Neither he nor his parents sinned. It is so that the works of God might be made visible through him. We have to do the works of the one who sent me while it is day. Night is coming when no one can work. While I am in the world, I am the light of the world." When he had said this, he spat on the ground and made clay with his saliva and smeared the clay on his eyes and said to him, "Go wash in the pool of Siloam," which means sent. So he went and washed and came back able to see. His neighbors and those who had seen him earlier as a beggar said, "Isn't this the one who used to sit and beg?" Some said, "It is." But others said, "No, he just looks like him." He said, "I am." So they said to him, "How were your eyes open?" He replied, "The man called Jesus made clay and anointed my eyes and told me, 'Go to Siloam and wash.' So I went there and washed and was able to see." And they said to him, "Where is he?" He said, "I don't know." They brought the one who was once blind to the Pharisees. Now Jesus had made clay and opened his eyes on a Sabbath. So then the Pharisees also asked him how he was able to see. He said to them, "He put clay on my eyes, and I washed, and now I can see." So some of the Pharisees said, "This man is not from God, because he does not keep the Sabbath." But others said, "How can a sinful man do such signs?" And there was a division among them. So they said to the blind man again, "What do you have to say about him, since he opened your eyes?" He said, "He is a prophet." Now the Jews did not believe that he had been blind and gained his sight, until they summoned the parents of the one who had gained his sight. They asked them, "Is this your son, who you say was born blind? How does he now see?" His parents answered and said, "We know that this is our son, and that he was born blind. We do not know how he sees now, nor do we know who opened his eyes. Ask him. He is of age. He can speak for himself." His parents said this because they were afraid of the Jews. For the Jews had already agreed that if anyone acknowledged him as the Christ, he would be expelled from the synagogue. For this reason, his parents said, "He is of age. Question him." So a second time, they called the man who had been blind and said to him, "Give God the praise. We know that this man is a sinner." He replied, "If he is a sinner, I do not know. One thing I do know is that I was blind, and now I see." So they said to him, "What did he do to you? How did he open your eyes?" He answered them, "I told you already, and you did not listen. Why do you want to hear it again? Do you want to become his disciples too?" They ridiculed him and said, "You are that man's disciples. We are disciples of Moses. We know that God spoke to Moses, but we do not know where this one is from." The man answered and said to them, "This is what is so amazing, that you do not know where he is from, yet he opened my eyes. We know that God does not listen to sinners, but if one is devout and does his will, he listens to him. It is unheard of that anyone ever opened the eyes of a person born blind. If this man were not from God, he would not be able to do anything." They answered and said to him, "You were born totally in sin, And are you trying to teach us?" Then they threw him out. When Jesus heard that they had thrown him out, he found him and said, "Do you believe in the Son of Man?" He answered and said, "Who is he, sir, that I may believe in him?" Jesus said to him, "You have seen him. The one speaking with you is he." He said, "I do believe, Lord," and he worshipped him. Then Jesus said, "I came into this world for judgment, so that those who do not see might see, and those who do see might become blind." Some of the Pharisees who were there with him heard this and said to him, "Surely we're not also blind, are we?" Jesus said to them, "If you were blind, you would have no sin. But now you're saying, 'We see,' so your sin remains." The Gospel of the Lord.
Praise to you, Lord Jesus Christ.
My brothers and sisters in the Lord, as we gather today, as we continue our Lenten journey, we are delighted that in this very difficult time, we can broadcast our Sunday worship as we celebrate this anticipated Mass to the people watching us through the internet. So, should have mentioned in the beginning, you only have to go to our page, SEELOS church.no.org, and there you have the link for the Facebook page, and the page will remain, the Mass will remain taped throughout the week, so you'll be able to catch it at some point, but we're broadcasting live, so it's an opportunity to go to Mass this weekend, that all the churches are closed by order of the Archbishop, and as you know, groups are being limited in numbers and in size. Even our mayor has advised us to stay at home and to keep distance, social distance. That is not social isolation, but certainly distance, and we can in that way curb the progress of this terrible virus that is going around the world. I just heard before coming to Mass that Italy has reported 800 deaths today, just today. So their number is approaching 5,000 deaths from the virus. So it's something to be taken seriously, and at the same time to do the right things, as we want to make sure that people understand that the church is still ministering in whatever way we can. I heard confessions today from 3 to 3:45, and as long as this crisis goes on, we intend to keep as normal as possible our schedule. I heard confessions outside the church with ample room, and trying to keep everybody safe. And of course, washing our hands. I have washed my hands before the Mass and not touch anything else, so that we can give communion appropriately. So we hope that you understand this difficult time, and we continue to celebrate this special time of Lent as we prepare for Easter, in whatever shape and form Easter will take for us this year. The now retired Bishop of Baton Rouge, Bishop Robert Munch, is a good friend, and he is a priest of the Archdiocese of New Orleans. And he always likes to tell a story when he was a young priest and he would preach at his parish, and there was a lady that constantly after Mass kept asking him for a copy of his homily. And he kept forgetting to bring her a copy of his homily week after week, but obviously he was flattered because she was asking for a copy of his homily, and the lady was getting a little annoyed that he would never bring it, and finally she told him, "You know, I need a copy of your homily because I can't hear you." So all this time he was thinking that she was asking for a copy because it was such a great homily, and all she needed was a copy so that she could know what he was saying. And isn't that true so many times in life that we either misinterpret or read something that is not there. In the case of Bishop Bunch, all she was asking was for a copy. And he interpreted that she was asking for a copy because it was such a good homily. But that was not the case at all. He was totally misinterpreting what she was asking. And today, as we continue our long gospel readings for Lent, the topic is the light of Christ, the truth that comes from Christ. It's another conversion story, this time the man born blind, but I think the most significant people in the whole passage are really the Pharisees, that they fail to see the signs right in front of them. They are seeing an incredible miracle performed by the Lord, and all they are concerned about is that they wanted to put away Jesus, that they couldn't understand what he was doing, that they couldn't see his goodness, that they couldn't see the miraculous powers that came from him, and they were misinterpreting everything. They were missing what was right there in front of them to use other things as the most important things that were happening to them. And then that terrible understanding, misunderstanding the great signs of the Lord, they are contrasted by the impeccable logic of the man born blind. When they say, this man is a sinner, and the man born blind says, I really don't know if he's a sinner. I haven't even met him. I just saw him. He put his mud and anointed my eyes. But one thing I do know, I was blind, and now I can't see. So the great, unbelievable misinterpretation of the Pharisees is contrasted by the impeccable logic of the man born blind. And the whole point of the church is that this is the man that could really see. He could see not a physical blindness that he had before, but because he could enter into this whole process of conversion. And that's what we're about during Lent. It's a call to conversion. He met Jesus. He listened to him. He received the favor from the Lord. He witnessed to what he had undergone, to what had happened to him. And then he finally encounters directly the Lord and acknowledges him as Lord as he prostrates himself and worships him. So what a beautiful process. Once again, another reading of conversion that reminds us of the fact that as we go through Lent, and as we go through the discipline of Lent, what we're saying is that we believe that we're doing this for a reason, because we do have a Savior, because we do worship God, because we do find that that is so important for us today. And as we go through this difficult time in the world, perhaps there's no better time to realize that we are in need of God, that this is a perfect time, not to miss the signs of the time, what's happening in our world today. It's just a message that is saying we are powerless. We need to know that God is God, and that we do need to help him, but that we are being called in a very powerful way to come back to God, to understand where is he in our lives, and what are we doing with our lives right now. I think our Archbishop summed it up so beautifully, and I wanted to bring in a couple of prayers. I will say one at communion time, but one of the beautiful prayers that we have is the prayer that really reminds us that we need to read the signs of the time. And I'll read this prayer to conclude the homily today. It's been composed by our